Good evening. It's 6:00 p.m. on Monday. I take that back. Tuesday, December 25, 2025 at 6 p.m. This is a meeting of the Katuitt Fire District Prudential Committee. At this point, I will ask all who are able to rise and pledge allegiance to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. I'll now take the roll. Mark Lynch here. John Havel.
Here.
Seth Burdick.
Present.
Ray Perrone.
Here.
Charlie Eager.
Here.
Ryan Willett.
Here.
Okay, the next item on the agenda is public comment. Is there anyone in attendance or on Zoom who has a comment?
Oh, great.
That was a no?
Yes, well, we come up.
Please. Yeah.
Oh, great. No, not just, sorry. Yes, the water to my friend. Oh, sorry. Bye.
You can have it, yeah.
No, it's okay. I'm not gonna be alarmed. Oh, you share. Yeah, I'll come with you so we can come together.
So, hi, I'm Beth Kennedy,
Julie Powell.
and, I live on Ocean View Avenue, and I walk or dog all over the place. And, I have noticed that Main Street has just gotten crazy busy with people speeding past, trucks, cars. And no one seems to pay attention at night in particular to the stops on Ocean View Avenue and Main Street. So, my husband's handicapped, so it's just always, a bit of a risk. And we're very careful about staying to the side and everything, but I've noticed in the past year or so, just an increase in the number of speedsters, and people just aren't paying attention to the speed limit. I don't know what the possible solution is or options for ways to make people slow down. I know speed bumps or just those rumble strips or
Us yelling
something.
doesn't work.
Clearly.
So I'd be just interested to hear if other people, other neighbors of mine have complained about the same thing. So everybody's trying to find a solution to make our streets safer for pedestrians, and especially during the winter, because not many people are here, but we're good.
It seems almost like it's a little worse in the winter, because in the summer, there's enough people walking that you can't go above 8 miles an hour. And I find that early, between like 7 and 8:30 in the morning. I mean, I've actually been walking down Main Street with a girlfriend that I had to throw out of the road because we were gonna get hit by a van. So I mean, I get it, like a lot of those people are going to work, they're in a rush, but it's really scary, especially because I have 3 dogs, unfortunately. No.
But there must be some kind of public, demand is too strong, but request for a solution to this problem. Otherwise, why would we be having this meeting, which is great, and I really appreciate it. I'm really thrilled to see this. But
this one may be a different one than the one you're thinking of, because this is the Prudential Committee. But
We don't even know
for the fire.
we should be over there.
What's going on over there? There's a lot of people.
I bet you
there
know
as well.
what's going on over there.
But I don't know.
They don't have TV over there, and we want it to be on TV.
But there is, that's the Mariners, right? So they're probably doing their usual meetings.
you guys
There
are
is
so
something-
polite,
No.
and I can't believe you didn't stop me from
No.
the get-go. I'm mortified.
Because I can.
They are smart men. They're not gonna stop them.
No, but I can tell you about it, because though it isn't the fire district's, purview, the town, it is a thing we're dealing with at the town, obviously. And there's been,
Great.
I don't know who from the Civic Association board that may be on this meeting.
Look at that
Just
man,
add
there,
it.
Kevin Sullivan's like, I can't believe this.
But as your town councilor, not as it pertains to this meeting, but I can tell you that, so there has been a lot of concern all around the town about speeding, and it's a perennial concern. It's one that goes on, and it seems to really have no solution, but that doesn't mean that there's nothing that's being done. So for instance, as the Civic Association right now has a survey that is out. And I don't know if you're on the mailing list for that, but I can put you in touch with the people who are doing it. Because there's a few different or like speed mitigation things that are going on in the village. A lot of it is happening down that way right at the moment towards the library and then further down Main Street. But just recently we had before us, there's been a change to the Massachusetts general laws that gives more local control over speed limits. So for instance, the state speed limit is 30 miles an hour. You can't really do anything lower unless it's a school district or a school zone, you know what I mean? So they recently made it so that municipalities can change their speed limits on thickly settled roads or in business districts to 25 miles. So we have been talking a lot about that because it came before the town council just recently, and it didn't pass because the proponents of it were suggesting that we just do it in a blanket across the whole town, and every thickly settled area would become 25 miles an hour. So we don't have a super up-to-date and concise map of what those areas are, because it's technically any area where the houses, the dwellings are 200 feet apart or less is considered thickly settled. So like it would have made West Main Street in Hyannis 25 miles an hour. It would automatically make Putnam 25 miles an hour. So we did not approve it, but we sent it to the because it hadn't been reviewed by the DPW and the police department. So we sent it back to them to review, and we're going to do it on a case-by-case basis. So that's one thing. Because for instance, the speed limit as it stands on Ocean View is 30. Yeah, because there's nowhere in the town that can legally be 25, though there are a ton of signs
And
around
there's
it.
no sidewalks on Ocean
Right.
View, so it's like,
So there's that. So then there's the other thing is, how do you engineer your way out of it? Or enforce your way out of it. So those are the other two options. So we're working on it currently. And I have.
yeah, we.
Yeah, call me.
Got some stuff to do.
Yeah, please, you don't want to
So,
take a
yeah.
bit.
But anytime, call me. You guys, I know that you guys
We
both
know-
probably
we
have
know
my
you'll
number,
not
right?
there.
And we're working on it. So if
Okay,
you want to
good.
see
That's
more
good to
enforcement down there, I was talking like with Carol Martinetti and Helly Swartwood,
Hallie
who live
struggles.
across the
One that
way
you
from you
can
guys. Yeah, so.
On there.
But so we've been working on it, and the Civic Association is working on it, so that we can try to figure out what the most productive, because there's limitations as to what you can do. In terms of like speed bumps and things of that nature. It all has to meet the engineering specifications, but hopefully soon we'll be able to change the speed limit to 25 miles an hour instead of 30. And then we'll be able to see if there's any kind of engineering that we can do. Because we started with stuff.
You can call it the Prudential business. We'll put our chairs in it.
Well,
Thank
thanks.
you.
Give me a call though, if you want to hear about it at all, just call me and we can talk about it.
Okay.
And I've put you in touch with the people who are working on the survey and that stuff.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, everybody.
Of course. Enjoy your walk. Yeah.
I may have missed a little of that. Is there a meeting in progress elsewhere on this topic? Is that?
I don't know, maybe.
There was the one at the town, that level. Wasn't it? When was that, yesterday, 2 days ago?
I don't know which one. I don't know. Nothing comes to mind. We had a town council meeting where this was a big topic 1 week ago or last Thursday.
Okay, last week.
And then the Civic Association doesn't have anything ongoing. There is.
I assume they were thinking of the one last week, because Helly was there.
Yeah, Helly was there and so was Patty Daly. Anyway.
Okay, any other public comments?
There is not.
Okay, let's proceed then. The first order of business is to approve meeting minutes from our last meeting, which was Monday, November 17th. Is that correct, Ryan?
Correct, yeah.
These have been previously circulated. Can I get a motion to approve?
So moved.
Seconded? All in favor?
Aye.
Hi.
Okay, and we're, just to be clear, we're referring now to the Prudential Committee meeting public session minutes. The next one to be approved would be and I have not reviewed these yet, so I will leave it to you two if you have, the executive session minutes from October 17th, 2025.
I have reviewed it
Yes.
and they look good.
Can I get a motion?
So moved.
Seconded? John, that would have to be you.
I second that motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, both meeting minutes from our October 7th, 2025 meeting, both open session and executive session have been approved. The next item is the firehouse renovation ban sale approval and document signing. I have signed those documents. I don't know whether. Yep.
Mark, real quick, sorry to interrupt. There's also the tax classification meeting minutes, which I don't know if we need to approve them, but it was
It's just an open and
it was a
close,
public meeting. We don't need to.
No.
Okay.
Not yet.
Okay. Okay, sorry to interrupt.
Do we need to have a record that in fact the tax classification meeting was suspended? Which those minutes would reflect?
There's a public hearing that was open
Yeah.
to continue,
The
so
hearing-
it's still technically open, right?
So yes, we should have a record, I guess. So should they have approved that? Yeah.
Okay, thanks, John. That's an excellent point. Can I get a motion to approve the meeting minutes from the October 17, 2025 classification meeting, which was suspended?
Yeah, so moved.
Can I get a second?
Seconded.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, John. We now have the October 17, 2025 tax classification minutes, the Prudential Committee public session minutes, and the Prudential Committee executive session meeting minutes approved. The next topic is the ban sale and approval. I have signed those documents. I don't know if John and Seth have yet.
Yes, they're all signed, Mark.
Okay. And Ray, there was language in one of those documents with the motion language.
Yes, there is, I believe the clerk has to read that into the record. It's kind of lengthy.
Okay, will that be the basis of a motion that we will approve?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead, Charlie.
I, the clerk of Katuitt Fire District, Massachusetts, the district, certify that a meeting of the Prudential Committee held November 25th, 2025, of which the meeting of all members of the committee were duly notified and at which a quorum was present. The following votes were unanimously passed, all of which appear upon the official record of the committee in my custody. Voted to approve the sale of 12,100,000 4% general obligation bond anticipation notes of the district dated December 4th, 2025 and maturing on December 4th, 2026 to BNY Mellon Capital Markets LLC at par and accrued interest, if any, plus a premium of $154,883.63. Further voted that in connection with the marketing and sale of the notes, the preparation and distribution of the notice of sale and preliminary official statement dated November 6, 2025, and if final official statement dated November 18th, 2025, each in such form as may be approved by the district treasurer, be and hereby are ratified, confirmed, approved, and adopted. Further voted that the district treasurer and the committee be and hereby are authorized to execute and deliver a limited continuing disclosure undertaking in compliance with SEC Rule 15C2-12, in which form as may be approved by bond counsel to the district, which undertaking shall be incorporated by reference in the notes for the benefit of the holder of the notes from time to time. Further voted that we authorize and direct the district treasurer to establish post-issuance federal tax compliance procedures and continuing disclosure procedures in such form as the district treasurer and bond counsel deem sufficient. Or if such procedures are currently in place, to review and update said procedures in order to monitor and maintain the tax exempt status of the notes and to comply with the relevant security laws. Further voted that any certificate or document relating to the notes, collectively the documents, may be executed in several counterparts, each of which shall be regarded as original, and all of which shall constitute one and the same document. Delivery of executed counterpart of a signature page to a document by electronic mail in a PDF file or other electronic transmission shall be effective as delivery of a manually executed counterpart signature page to such document. And electronic signatures on any of the documents shall be deemed original signatures for the purposes of the documents, and all matters relating hereto having the same legal effect as the original signature. Further voted that each member of the committee, the district clerk, and the district treasurer be and hereby are authorized to take any and all such action and execute and deliver such certificates, receipts, or other documents as may be determined by them or any of them to be necessary or convenient to carry into effect the provisions of the foregoing votes. I further certify that the votes were taken at a meeting open to the public and no vote was taken by secret ballot, and that notice stating the place, date, time, and agenda of the meeting, which agenda includes the adoption of the above votes, was filed with the town clerk of the town of Barnstable, the town clerk, and a copy thereof posted in a manner conspicuously visible to the public at all hours in or on the municipal building in which the offices of the town clerk and the district clerk are located. If applicable, in accordance with all alternative method of notice prescribed or approved by the Attorney General as set forth in 940 CMR 29.032B, at least 48 hours, not including Saturday and Sunday and legal holidays prior to the time of the meeting, and remain so posted at the time of the meeting, and no deliberations or decisions in connection with the sale of the notes was taken in executive session, all in accordance with general laws, chapter 30A, sections 18 through 25, as amended.
So moved.
Oh, there you go. Second,
All in favor, Mark Lynch, aye.
Seth Burdick, aye.
John Habel, aye.
Mr. Clerk, are there any other actions we need to take, or is that sufficient?
That's sufficient.
Okay. Just for the public record here, as Mr. Perone, our treasurer, has explained, the rate of the ban is 4%. The effective rate is 2.75% because of essentially a rebate offered by the issuer. Just to make that that portion clear. Anything else on this topic, or can we move on?
You can move on.
Okay, I'm going to take a couple of things out of order. One of the items here is the review of the executive session status from our Monday, October 17th, 2025 meeting. There was a request from a member of the public, Ms. Patty Daly, for the video of that meeting, and it was not entirely clear whether she was asking for just the public portion of that meeting or the executive session portion as well. She later clarified in an email that she was just seeking the public portion, so there is no need for us to review that executive session portion of the meeting to determine whether the designation as confidential can remain in effect. It does remain in effect for now. We will revisit that. The Massachusetts Open Meeting Law website suggests that those designations be reviewed every 3 to 6 months. I think we can review it more promptly than that, but we need not do it at this meeting. Another topic, I now have a conflict with the December 8th tentatively scheduled tax classification meeting. Would it be okay with everyone else's schedule and, importantly, the town assessor's schedule if we move that to Tuesday, December 9th? My conflict is the collective bargaining agreement with the fire department.
I wouldn't.
There's a bylaws meeting set for that day.
What time is it at? 6? We could do the tax classification meeting at 5. It's not a long one generally. If that's the only agenda. Is that a regularly scheduled meeting or was this a makeup meeting?
This is a makeup meeting.
Usually it's just a short thing anyway, right? I mean, I'm
Okay.
sitting now. I don't think any of them have lasted very long. It depends how in depth we get with the assessor.
Yeah, I would say half hour tops.
Okay. And then we could have our December Prudential Committee meeting.
We'll have to check with John
Yeah,
Curran,
we'll have to check with, is that what you're referring to? Yes.
like the Barnstable Fire District, you mean?
Yes.
Because you're the clerk over there too, right?
Yes.
And that's when they're doing theirs?
We have, we supposedly have a schedule for that.
I'm sorry, what was that? You have it scheduled for what?
He may be going to the Barnstable Fire District meeting, John Curran, the assessor, on that day, at that time, to Barnstable Fire District.
Okay. So he was going to meet with them at 5 and us at 6?
Maybe, but we have a bylaw committee meeting that I'm supposed to chair at 6 on that day, on Tuesday.
Could we do it the originally scheduled December 8th at 5 p.m.? Or is that the date we're...
That's the date you said.
You have a conflict.
Okay, I thought we were talking, yeah. Well, if we do it at 5, I wouldn't have a conflict. My meeting is at 6.
That
Fine
works
with
for
me.
me.
It should be fine with John.
Okay. I'm going to tentatively schedule that for December 8th at 5 p.m. But won't formally renotice it, I should say, until I hear from Ray. Does that make sense?
Yes, yes.
Okay, thank you. Okay, the only item left is the Katuitt School. Well, I just heard this today. Evidently, someone, perhaps Seth, the town, is repairing the potholes at the Katuitt School parking lot. Do you know anything about that?
I haven't heard anything about it. I could
That was,
find out.
Mark, that was us when I had the pothole fixed here at Freedom Hall. You had said to take care of that big one, have them throw some stuff in there.
Okay.
Oh, good work, Frank.
So it took a while to get them scheduled, but they did that today.
Okay. All right. So we do know what we're doing. Good for us. All right. Thank you. I'd forgotten about that, but thank you for taking care of that. Keep us posted. It looks like it's halfway done at least. So that's good news. With that, I would like to go into executive session to discuss negotiations with a possible architectural firm that is ongoing relating to the Katuitt School demolition. I believe that would be under exemption H. This requires an individual vote. Mark Lynch, aye.
Seth Burdick, aye.
John Havel, aye.
We do not expect to return to a public portion of this meeting. So to the extent there's anywhere